Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nadeem Khan and today we are going to learn Go and Catch a Falling Star by John Donne. So let us begin. Go and catch a falling star. So this is the first line of the poem and this is also known as a song. And the tone of the poem is like a song, and here the speaker is giving some impossible tasks to the listener, and he is speaking with a misogynistic tone. Misogynistic simply means that which is against women, and somebody who is against women and who has some hatred towards women, so he is called a misogynistic. So here the speaker is speaking with a misogynistic tone. So let us see what all impossible tasks he gives to the listener. So but the first line itself starts the series of impossible tasks which we can see clearly with the first line. So let us see. Go and catch a falling star. So by this line he wants to say that go and catch a shooting star, or get with child a mandrake root. So this line simply means that go and impregnate a mandrake root. So a mandrake root is a kind of plant which is considered to have some magical powers. Third line he says, tell me where all past years are. So he is saying, you can tell me where the all past years have gone, and can you bring it to present. The fourth line, or who cleft the devil's foot. So he is saying, can you find out who cleft the devil's foot. So by this line he simply means the devil's foot is divided into two. So he is asking, can you tell me who separated a devil's foot. Okay, so moving with the next line, teach me to hear mermaids singing. So he is saying, or you can teach me the how to hear the songs of mermaids, or to keep off envy's stinging. This line says that, or can you tell me how to keep off the sting of envy. So envy is jealousy, sting is kind of pain. So he is asking the listener to tell him or to teach him how can he be away from the pain of jealousy, and find what wind serves to advance an honest mind. So by this line he means that, can you tell me that what wind can make the life of an honest mind easy. So usually you all must be knowing that for honest person the life is little difficult, because an honest person is always at the target of other people. So that is why this line says that, can you tell me what wind can make the life of an honest mind simple or easy. So you can read these 9 lines first and definitely you will understand it. So moving to the next stanza, he is continuing the series of impossible tasks by saying, if thou be born to strange sights, things invisible to see. By this line, the speaker is again telling the listener to that if the listener wants to see things invisible or strange sights, then he is suggesting him to ride 10,000 days and nights. So the 10,000 days and nights would come around 27 years. So he is asking him that if you want to witness invisible things or strange sights, that you have to ride for 10,000 days and nights, and when you come back, the next line begins, till age snow white hairs on thee. So he is saying that when you return, your hair will be white as snow. And obviously, by this line, he wants to say that you will be old. Thou, when thou return, will tell me all strange wonders that befell thee. So, by this line, he says that when you return, you will tell me all strange wonders that you experienced. And at the same time, you will also tell me and swear nowhere lives a woman true and fair. So by this he says that when the listener will come back after his 10,000 days and night journey, so he will tell the speaker that he has never witnessed a woman who is true and fair at the same time. So in the end of the second stanza we get to know the real motive, the real intention of the poem, which is against the women, which the speaker is speaking in the misogynistic tone. The main line of the poem is this only: and swear nowhere lives a woman true and fair. So you have to keep in mind that he is saying that there is no faithful and beautiful woman in this world. Moving to the next stanza, he says, if thou find one, let me know. So he is saying that if you find one, let me know. Here, find one for the woman who is faithful and beautiful at the same time. Such a pilgrimage were sweet. So he is saying that such a pilgrimage would be very sweet for me, yet do not, I would not go. So he is saying, I would definitely would like to visit that woman and would like to take that pilgrimage to visit that woman if you find one. Though next door we might meet. So he's saying that I can meet her next door. Though she were true when you met her at last till you write your letter. So listen to this line carefully, that he is saying that however, when you met that lady, she were true, she was faithful when you met her. But by the time I managed to meet her the next door, yet she will be false before I come to two or three. So he, by this last line he wants to say, by the time I managed to meet that woman, she would have deceived, or she would have been proved unfaithful to two men or three. So you can understand the hatred of the speaker towards the women in this poem exactly. So with this we have come to the end of this poem. If you have any doubt, you can write me in the comment section. So thank you so much.